All right, so this is October, November 2021, 9618, paper 1-1. Solved by me. All right, question number 1. So this question says draw one line from each binary value to its equivalent same value on the right. All right, so 8 bits, it's a byte. 8,000 bits, it's kilobytes. All right, so the 1,000 thing is for byte, 1,024 kilobytes, and 1,024 will be for kilobytes. All right, so whenever you see GB, MB, KB, and all, so that is a unit basically which is utilizing 1,000 wala factor, and if it is 1,024, then it is KB, MB wala. All right, so 8,000 bits. So 8,000 bits is basically 8,000 is basically how would you find what is 8,000 bits? So basically you are dividing 8,000 divided by 8. So that is 1,000. So 1,000 bytes. All right. So 1,000 bytes means we are talking about 1 kilobyte. And 1,000 kilobytes is about 1 megabyte. 1,024 megabyte. So 1,024 megabyte means 1 GB bytes. All right. So these are two different systems. All right. So keep that in your mind. Now 8192, it was 8,000 bits. So it was 1 kilobyte. If it is 8192 bits, it means that the factor that is used is 1,024. So if you take this 8192 and divide it by 1,024, you will still get what? 8192 divided by 8, so you get 1,024 bytes. So it means that this is 1 kilobyte. All right. So we have not used gigabyte or megabyte. All right. So pay attention. So these are two different systems. Okay. One is for kilo and giga and mega. The other one is TB, GB, MB, TB, wala system. All right. So now perform the following binary addition. Show your working. So what we will do it bitwise from right to left this way. Okay, bitwise, bit after bit. Bhavish, 1,024 MB is 1,024 MB is basically 1 GB. All right, and 1,000 mega is equal to 1 giga. All right. Now 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 carry, 1 plus 1 is 2 in binary. All right. So this is sum and this is carry. So 1 carry 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 carry 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 carry 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 carry. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 1 and 1. So this is sum. This is carry. So 1 and 1 carry. 1 plus 0 plus 0, 1. 1 plus 0, 1. So that's your answer. 1,110 or 0,001. So you will get marks for these carries as well. Okay. So you have to have a controlled way. Do not try to do it directly. All right, your examiner would like to check all the carries and then the correct answer. Okay. State how an overflow can occur when adding two binary integers. This is 1 byte addition which has its limit, that is minus 128 to plus 127. If result goes beyond this limit, it will be overflow. Okay, so there are always chances that we will have this issue. Now, since they have not said that these two values are in 2's complement or they are regular integers without 2's complement, we have got no idea that what they are talking about. So it might be that the limit is 255 and the result goes beyond 255, whatever, but we will have to actually discuss this issue in terms of limit. All right. So every byte, every storage unit that we have will always have number of bits, and those number of bits will actually tell its total capacity. If the result is going beyond that capacity, so then we will have overflow. Overflow means that we need more bits to accommodate the number that we need to store. Otherwise, bits will start dropping. That is called overflow. Now, so in simple terms, the result is larger than the available capacity limit. Now, convert the hexadecimal F and 0. F in 4 bits and 0 in 4 bits. As we know that every hexadecimal digit represents 4 bits, 1248 and 1248. F is 15, so 1111 and 0 is 0. So that is basically how we have to convert it into denary form. So now we take it out 1 1 1 1 0 0 0 0 and we put 1 2 4 8 16 32 64 and 128. Had these been all ones, the result would be 255, but since this area is 0, which is 15, so the answer would be 255 minus 15, that is 240. All right, so this is 240 of base 10. So we can write F0 of base 16 is equal to 240 of base 10. That is your answer. You can write it directly though. Xanthi wants to maintain the integrity. Xanthi wants to maintain the integrity and security of data stored on her computer. Explain difference between data security and data integrity. So security is protecting data from the loss or the act of stealing data in any way. And integrity is ensuring that the data remains consistent, accurate. Whenever there are events that need data to be changed, it should be changed accordingly with the consent of its owner. So what we write, security is basically protecting data from loss, hack, or unauthorized access. Integrity is keeping data up to date, and correct for more consistency. And accuracy. All right. Now, Xanthi uses both data validation and data verification when entering data on her computer. Describe how data validation helps to protect the integrity of the data. Give an example in your answer. Let me first remind you, privacy is part of security, my dear. Privacy comes under security. All right. You want to secure your things to remain them as private things, isn't it? Now, let's first discuss what is the difference between validation and verification. Verification is when the whole record or set of data items is transferred or entered. We check it if it is transferred or entered correctly. Like double entry, then computer checks it. Visual check, once we enter from the form or the source and we actually print it out or over the screen, we check it against the source or the form from which we have copied it. Data, when it is transferred, the receiver then checks it using parity or checksum. Then it is all verification. So what is the major difference between validation and verification? Verification is when one whole record is entered, the whole set of data item is entered, then we check it against the source. Whereas in validation, it is a purely programmed computer act on every single data field that is entered. So simply saying, when we enter the data, Ji Hassan, when we enter the data, after every single data entry, that data passes a programmed check on that field. So validation is for every single data item entry. Verification is when all the items are entered. So validation is purely computer act, range check, limit check, check digit and all. That is basically the data validation. All right. Now, there is some sort of confusion. For example, if you are entering your password, system might ask you to enter it again. If you are entering your email, system might ask you to enter it again. But that is not verification. In verification, if it happens that system asks you to re-enter it, so that won't be only a single field, but the whole record. That is double entry. That is verification. But if it is happening in one field, then it is validation, because it is happening in one field only, and it is programmed and it is written behind every single data field. So let us answer it. So validation checks that data is reasonable and sensible. Validation checks when every single field data is entered for its sensibility and acceptance. It is a programmed check. All right. Example, we can put so many examples. Range check, limit check, etc. All right. Or you can define it like checking data when it is entered if it is only a particular type of character. So checksum and check digits are part of validation or verification. Bhavesh, that is verification. All right. Describe how data verification helps to protect the integrity of the data. Give an example of it. Verification checks that the data is the same as it was actually entered and kept. Verification checks if after data entry or transfer data is same and correct as it was entered. ठीक हो गया? All right, so now you can give example like double entry, visual check, etc. All right. Okay. Now let me tell you one thing about verification. I told you that verification is basically when we like to check if the data is in the form as it was entered and it is correct and all. For that reason, when do we need it to be checked or verified? Once when we have entered it manually, by having a form of data entered by someone else. And yes, Sufyan, I'm going to tell, or it is transferred digitally. If it is entered manually, then we have got two verification checks. That is double entry. In double entry, what happens that after the whole record or the form or the data is entered, user is and data entry operator is either asked to re-enter the data or someone else beside that person who already entered it to enter the data again, and then computer compares both entries together to find any discrepancy, any inconsistency. That is double entry set. So in double entry, the person is re-entering the data or another person is entering the same data again, and computer is basically checking if the two entered data are same. Second one is visual check. In visual check, what happens that either you print the data out or you keep it on a screen, and from the source, which was obviously your form from which you have entered the data, you put it by the screen or you take a printout and then you check both if the data that was entered is correct or not. When it is transferred, receiver use checksum and parity to make sure that data is transferred correctly. So these all four forms are basically parity or verification. All right. So this is basically verification. Checksum, parity, double entry, and visual check. Part C. Two malware threats are spyware and viruses. All right. So give two similarities and one difference between spyware and a virus. Similarities. So they both are malicious software. Both are malicious software Remember, software is a singular term and the same term will be used for plural. So there is nothing like softwares, it is software. It is always software. All right. Both are downloaded from network or internet. All right. Or without users' knowledge. And it might be both might look like legitimate and both work silently and try to avoid antivirus and firewall. You don't have to write that much, it is just for your understanding. All right, this is just for your understanding that what are the similarities. Both are malicious software. Both are downloaded from network, internet without users' consent. Both might look like legitimate. They both look okay. Both work silently and try to avoid antivirus. And Hassan, spyware is a software that steals your data, your files, your keystrokes, and send them over to the owner, the hacker, silently without your knowledge. Yes, correct. Uh, yes, Azan, it is just use of words. That is why instead of two similarities, I mentioned four. The difference between the two is virus damage the data and storage. All right, virus damage the data or storage. Spyware access and steal the data. Okay. Virus does not send the data to the owner, whereas spyware send the data to the owner. Okay. Virus replicates itself over the, let me write it down. Virus does not virus is basically virus does not send the data to the user, whereas spyware send the data to the user. So I have actually put these 2 points together. Virus replicates itself over networks and attached devices, attached storage devices, whereas spyware does not replicates. All right. Now, A logic circuit is shown. Write logic expression for the circuit. So that is expression. Okay, that is expression. So this is A and B. This is not C. This is exclusive or C. This is OR. So it becomes X is equal to 1 if A and B exclusive or C or not C. That is how we will mention it. So you will get marks for A and B exclusive or C or not, sorry, this is B, or not B. Okay, so that is how you write expression. Yes, Suman, right, yes. I get it. Okay. Now, equation, this will be AB exclusive or C or B not. We will use this expression here. First of all, I'll create B naught 1 1 0 0 1 1 0 0. Then I'll create AB 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 1. AB exclusive or C here, exclusive or C, let us call it P. So this is P, AB exclusive or C. When two are same, answer is 0. And when two are different, answer is 1. All right. So here we go. 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 1 1 1 1 0. We both are same. All right. And then we will use P and or B naught to find X. So this will be, this is OR, so 1 1 0 1 1 1 1 0. All right, there we go. So this is easy. 1 1 0 1 1 1 1 0. Okay. Now identify one logic gate not used in the given logic circuit. Okay, how many gates do we have? We have got AND gate, OR gate, NOT gate, exclusive OR gate, NOR gate, NAND gate. All right, so we don't have NOR and NAND. Rest are used here. So you can say NOR, symbol is this, and NOR is not OR. So NOR would be 1 0 0 and 0. You get 3 marks for it, by the way.